when he saw the burning, if you want to call it burning bush, but really, it's a tree. We believe it was a tree. You with me?
Yeah,
it was a tree, and فلما أتاها نودي من شاطئ الوادي الأيمن في البقعة المباركة. When he saw it, there was a calling from the right side, you know, and there's a very special place. If we say Sinai, that's Egypt, and therefore Egypt is there has a Buqa Mubarakah there, so
I don't know what that means.
which means a blessed land. Yeah. Anyway, I'm just Egyptian. That's why I'm trying to.
Yeah, I know you're Egyptian.
Yeah. And then he said, "Min al-shajara," yeah, from the tree. "Ay ya Musa, inni ana Allahu Rabbul Alamin." Oh Moses, I am Allah. Oh, I am God, the Lord of the world. Anyways, that's what the Quran says. It's quite similar. So the point I was making, the overarching issue is, these acted as proofs. Like when he threw the stick and it became a snake, right? So that acted as a proof to the people of Egypt, didn't it?
No, the stick, no.
So what was it then?
No, because we believe they done 10 miracles.
Yes, okay.
Besides the stick. The stick was a separate matter.
Okay, where'd you get this from?
What?
From what verses I use? Why is it a separate matter?
What?
All
No, because we believe there was a few. We believe how it went was Moses went to the Pharaoh with his brother.
Yes.
And he said, "Release my people." And he's like, "Which God are you?" He threw the stick down and it became a snake. And then Pharaoh basically said, "Go jump." And he said, "If you don't, next week there'll be all the water in and all the rivers and will turn into blood." And
that part of the narrative is not in the Quran. The blood part,
So we believe that. We believe the stick was only done in front of pharaohs, and we believe that at the time his magicians were able to copy the trick.
Yeah, but in our version or understanding,
that he threw the stick down and it became into a snake.
They tried to do that, but they were defeated.
No, so what we believe was that he told his magicians.
Who Pharaoh? Yeah.
The Pharaoh told his. Egypt. We believe that Egypt at the time was the source of all witchcraft.
Okay, agreed.
I don't know if the Quran believes in magic, but we believe magic is real.
Yeah, we believe in magic is real, but it's only real with the permission of God. Yeah, and it's only done through certain other things.
Okay, so we believe that it's real, and we believe it's bad.
Yeah, agreed.
No problem. So he threw it. So Pharaoh told three of his servants to throw their sticks down.
We have two in the version. Oh yeah, go on.
And he threw his stick down, and they all became snakes.
Yeah.
And then Moses, the snake, ate all of their snakes and stayed the same size.
Yeah, we're with you on that. I'm not sure about eating it, but it destroyed them somehow. Probably by devouring them. Yeah.
By devouring, we believe the size of the stick remained the same size.
Yeah, and they were exposed by the illusionary tactics from the Quranic perspective.
That just showed that there was that, and we don't believe all of Egypt saw that. We believe the first of what all the Egyptians saw was blood.
No, good point. This is a good, interesting point. Who saw it? Because in the Quran, chapter 27, and I'll tell you why this is important. So when it talks about, sorry, brothers, they're just making a mockery out of themselves. But that Moses summoned the magicians at a certain time and a certain place. Yeah. So basically, the Quran says, وَحُشِّرَ السَّحَرَةُ لِمِيقَاتِ يَوْمٍ مَعْلُومٍ. That the Sahara, the magicians, came to a certain time and place. وَقَالَ هَلْ أَنْتُمْ مُجْتَمِعُونَ. And they said, "Are you all congregated now?" Now it's very important. Like right now in the Speakerscorner, yeah? He said, this is what the things that said. And do you know what they even said, the Egyptians at that time, according to the Quran, said, لَعَلَّنَا نَتَّبِعُ السَّحَرَةَ إِن كَانُوا هُمُ الْغَالِبِينَ. Maybe we'll follow the Sahara, we'll follow the magicians, if they are victorious. Obviously, the story goes on, and they weren't victorious. Moses was victorious. But the point is that the idea of being a proof to the people, because otherwise, the first thing we talked about is there proof required for religion, right? Moses, he made sure that the people were congregated around. Now, it might not be the entirety of Egypt, but there will be enough to witness what happened and then pass that information on. Do you see the point? And there was more than one of those signs. So if they missed one sign, they had another opportunity to go to another sign, and so on and so forth.
No, so that's not what we believe happened. And quite the opposite. So what we believe happened was Moses threw down the stick, the whole thing that we, you know, to which the Pharaoh said, go jump. And then afterwards, he said, not only...
Go jump.
Figure of speech. It's basically telling them to go jump.
Oh, okay.
Hold no validity.
Oh, okay, yeah, right, yeah. Oh, okay, sorry, yeah.
Tells him, and not only I don't believe in your fake God, to prove you, doesn't use these words, of course, basically said that I'm going to make the work of all the Jews even harder. To show you, not only I don't trust you, make it worse. And then he made the work harder.
Yeah, agreed.
And then the Jews came to Moses and said, who are you and causing us problems?
Yeah.
The Jewish community, the Jews, I don't remember, it doesn't say how many, and I imagine it wasn't all of them.
Yeah.
They came to him and said, who are you just making us more problems? Beforehand, we only required to do A, and now we have to do B and Z.
Yeah, so basically what you're saying is that the Quran depicts, the Bible depicts, the Old Testament,
not the Bible.
Sorry, I apologize. The Old Testament depicts the Jewish community as being quite transgressive towards Moses.
Yes.
Yeah. So
in a sense, that's why every Passover we celebrate the One of the things we discuss is why God made the miracles. We believe 10 miracles. While the Jews were there.
Yeah. So they can see it.
We could have taken all this out and then had the whole fun. It was to show the Jews as well. It wasn't just to show the Egyptians. It was to show the Jews. It was to show the Jews more than the Egyptians. The Egyptians were just collateral damage, so to speak, even though it can't be God said.
Now, okay, this is where there is some difference in the discourses. Because for us, when Moses went to the Pharaoh, he went to the Pharaoh with the intention of trying to prove to him that he was a true prophet, and with the intention of trying to bring him and people that followed him into the religion of oneness and submission. It wasn't a frivolous interaction. It wasn't just let my people go, as the Bible says, right? This is why I think there is a crossroads, because in the Bible it's like, oh, let my people go. That's not all that he said. He did say that. We believe he said that.
Do you believe it was more than that?
But we believe no. The main reason why Moses came to Pharaoh was to try and convert him, basically, because Pharaoh himself believed he was God, and this was a polytheistic belief that he believed. He said that in the Quran it says,
he believed in God. That's what
هل علمت لكم من إله غيري? Do you know any God other than me, right?
So we have a similar wording where he also, and one of the things, I'd like to get back, is that one of the things that Pharaoh used to do, and it sounds like we're golden, I apologize now, the Egyptians at the time weren't very bright. Because it says, what?
Oh, they were clever enough to make those tall buildings and pyramids.
What? No, right. But he says that.
Don't worry. By the way,
small on the top, it wasn't smart.
I'm with you on this.
One of the ways that he used to prove the people that he was God, he would never go to the bathroom. He used to go to the bathroom in the morning before everyone was awake, and then during the day he would say, if I was a human, I'd have to go excuse myself. So one of the things that Moses did to throw him off his game, Moses met him at the one time in the early on interactions when he was going to the bathroom. He used to go to relieve himself in the river. So Moses early in the morning met him to throw him off his game. So to throw him off his game, to show we know your game, so to speak. But what was my point?
The point I'm making is, going back to the first thing that we were saying, right? It's proof. So Moses came. His mission was to try and prove, to tell the people to worship one God rather than the Pharaoh, right? And also to tell him to get his people to go, but also to prove to them through miracles. So, for example, those things that happened in Egypt, we would consider them all miracles. The point I'm making is, proof and faith are not dichotomous. They're not mutually exclusive entities. They come hand in hand. And that's why, basically, we believe as Muslims, right?
No, but you're right. In theory, you're correct.
Yeah.
Yes, there is faith and proof. They don't have to be one or the other, but they can't be absolute.
Fine. There's always going to be some kind of.
There has to be some doubt. You agree on that?
Not doubt. I would say there has to be some faith.
There has to be some faith. It can't be absolute. Now, it can't be. You agree on that? As Jews, we believe it's fundamental. It can't be 100% proven. That's why there's questions that we don't.
There's always going to be questions that
there
need
has to be. Otherwise, it's not faith.
Yeah, I understand.
Right,
and we agree. The Quran said the first thing, the ones who believe in the unseen. We haven't seen the unseen, but we have to believe in it, right?
Right.
But look, the reason why this is important. We talked about kind of the Moses story and its implications for proof and religion and so on. We're saying that in the same way, look, if you couldn't be a Jew without believing in Moses, right?
In what sense?
Could you be Jewish and not believe in Moses?
Moses as what?
As a prophet?
Yes. You can't. Sorry, no, you can't.
Oh, yeah. I was about to say what's going on.
No, you can't. You have to believe in Moses, otherwise you have.
Yeah. But you agree with me, right? That there were some people of the children of Israel that disbelieved in Moses.
When?
Pardon?
When did they disbelieve?
With him in his presence.
When they were in Egypt, after they left Egypt, at what point?
At any point. Seeing his proof, seeing him talk in his preaching and so on, they didn't accept them.
We believe.
That every single one.
We believe.
Yeah.
So like I said, after the first time he met the pharaohs, the Jews accosted him in the street and said, "Who are you making us prophets?"
Yeah.
And then we believe that there was 10 plagues. Okay, so I'm just going to go to the last two because it's relevant. We believe that there was a period of darkness.
Yeah.
Do you believe in that?
We don't have that terminology. But it's not that we don't agree with it.
So we believe in the period of darkness. It was for, I think, a week.
Okay.
Forgive me if my numbers are a bit off.
Yeah.
And for 3 days, the Egyptians were frozen, so to speak. They couldn't move. And we believe in that time, 4/5 of the Jewish people died. They were disbelievers. We believe at them that they were disbelievers.
Yes.
They did not believe that. They, after being in Egypt for hundreds of years already, enslaved, being every single day, every single year being promised to be liberated.
Yeah.
It's disheartening. We can't understand that.
Yeah, but that's no excuse.
Correct. Or
With
we
me.
can't understand that.
No, it's no excuse.
What? No. Okay. So
How does God deal with them in the Old Testament?
I'm gonna get back to you.
Yeah.
It's not an excuse, but so we believe during that time, 4/5 died.
Okay.
And during the period of darkness,
How did they die? What way did they die?
I don't remember, but I'm imagining just dropping down dead.
Okay.
I'm guessing. I'm just guessing.
No, I can't recall anything in the Bible saying how they died. That's why I was asking you. But the Quran has a narrative on that.
So
do you know what the narrative is?
So to answer your question, were the people who didn't believe? We believe most of them didn't believe him. We believe the ones that actually left were only 20%.
Okay.
Now going back to what I was saying, that it's not an excuse. There's a fundamental point that we believe that when we die, I don't know how it works for you, but when we die, we're gonna have a court case upstairs.
Yeah.
What?
Day of Judgment.
Day of Judgment. I don't know how you. We believe that we're gonna have. We believe that we're gonna meet big rabbis from 200, 300 years ago, and they're gonna look at us in shame. Not we're gonna look at them in shame. Because we're going to say to them, you never understood the challenges we had. And it goes the same way. We believe.
Where does it say that in the Bible?
What?
Alaikum salam. How are you doing?
It's not more script. It's more on commentary in scripture.
Okay, right. Talmudic.
Talmud.
Or Mishradic, would you say?
What? I don't remember where.
Midrash.
I don't know. It's Talmud. It's Talmud.
Why would it be? No, it wouldn't be the Talmud because Talmud doesn't really do commentary. So.
No. It brings. The Talmud does do commentary.
No, it does, but mostly on halakhic issues, right?
What? It's not. It's not. The Talmud starts on halachic issues and it goes everywhere.
Right? I agree. But from my understanding, right? So it's more the midrash.
What I was learning a few years ago, it started off talking about the laws of Pesach to the laws of lending money.
Yeah.
It can jump to prove points.
Yeah, but it's mostly jurisprudential, right?
What?
It's mostly law-based.
There's other things in it as well. So it mentions there, it mentions that, so one of the things is we're big believers that we don't judge the generation that passed. We're not supposed to judge anyone, right? That's separate. But it's a big point that you're not supposed to say, why did he do that? Why did Abraham not do this? Why did David not do this? Why did Moses? We're big believers. We don't ask those questions. So what I'm saying is that when it's not an excuse.
No, we have that in the Quran as well.
You're right.
This is a generation that has passed away.
And we don't judge it.
Yeah,
going back to your point.
Yeah.
That you're right. It's not an excuse, but we also don't judge it. It happened. God decided that. We don't question it. We don't question the decision they made because we don't understand. But it wasn't an excuse. If it was an excuse, they wouldn't have done it.
Right. But the point I'm making to you is disbelief in a prophet disqualifies someone from salvation. They're not worthy.
No, not necessarily.
So you're saying that you can disbelieve in Moses, so you would be a good person.
What?
Disbelieve in Moses?
No.
Okay, good.
No, and yes and I'll explain you. There's a problem that's created in many religions, mine and yours as well, that we've accepted that somebody can be a Muslim and or a Jew and commit this sin but not this sin. We've decided between ourselves that this is a worse sin and this is a better sin.
No, but disbelieving in a prophet disqualifies you from being a Jew, no?
No.
So you can be a Jew that does not. I'm not talking about ethnic. I'm talking about religious. A religious practicing Jew, you can believe in that without Moses.
So now to answer your question,
Yeah.
I'm going with Nowadays, I've seen there's many people that seem that there's certain sins, if you commit them, you can no longer be a Muslim.
Yeah.
People.
And there are some things that certain Jews can do. If you don't do them, you will be disqualified.
I don't believe in that. No. So here's my thing.
So it's all ethnicity then?
No, I hate those people.
Okay.
If you want to claim you're religious and you commit sin, everyone sins.
No, I'm talking about, so what makes a Jew a Jew? Religious Jew.
Religious Jew. Now everyone sins.
So if you believe in two gods, is that all right? If you go against the Sabbath, if you go against the Ten Commandments.
If you go against the Ten Commandments, I don't understand why you want to be.
If you believe in two gods.
If you believe in two gods and keep all other commandments, I don't understand you. There's a
No,
mental...
you don't. You don't keep any commandment.
What?
You don't believe in the commandments.
If you're not, then you can't call yourself a religious Jew.
Yeah, that's the point. Where does the commandments come from? It comes from Moses, no?
What?
Where does the commandment come from?
No, so I get your question, but I'm trying to explain a certain point. Nowadays, there's certain things, if you saw a Muslim do, you would still call them a Muslim. But certain sins, if you saw them do, you wouldn't.
Yeah, and same with you. And that's why there's a law of apostasy in the Deuteronomy, chapter 17, right?
What?
There's a law of apostasy. If someone... It
Only
says
if there's Jewish courts. Nowadays, there isn't the Sanhedrin.
I understand that, but this...
So my point to you is, you're asking what sins can they do?
There's a law of death. Kill them in your home, it says.
What?
If there's two witnesses, you kill them.
Only in the Sanhedrin.
No problem, but
we don't have that.
Why would you kill them if they?
No, there's rules for a Jew. You have.
I'm not saying there isn't rules. I'm just saying
you have rules and a Muslim Quran. You don't believe it. To be killed, right?